I'm curious. I get a lot of writers, sort of cynical writers. They're like, oh, writers need to be paid for their work and never do anything for free. I mean, obviously, this guy with Hamboon and Hilly, he didn't pay you to write the treatment. Did he then pay you to write the first third of this script? And I asked just sort of, what is your opinion about early on in your career doing work for less than fair pay, let's say?
I have never in my career thought of that as an issue. No, after a few scripts that got made and a little bit of a bump up in the industry, I did get into the WGA, which zealously protects my rights as a writer. And I find myself now doing everything I can to circumvent those rights to make myself more appealing as a writer. But everything that I've done is based on what makes you happy with the work. And I'm 65 years old, and I just got through, don't listen, WGA, doing basically a script for hire, which was a single draft and a rewrite. And I've done 27 rewrites and probably the equivalent of 5 totally different scripts in order to satisfy this guy. And, you know, it's going to get shot next month, and I'm more than happy. But, you know, even at my age with a fairly sizable resume, I'm not one of those guys that can afford to be demanding.
I'm curious. So you just mentioned that, like the example you just mentioned, where you did a whole bunch of rewrites and now it's going into production. I mean, there must be tons of these projects over the years where you did all of these free rewrites or less than WGA rewrites, and they didn't actually get produced. How do you get through that emotionally? How does that not make you feel cynical on the next one, jaded on the next one?
There's so many, as you know, that do exactly that. They get cynical and they get jaded and they say, like, I've been abused and, you know, blah, 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 blah. To them, I say, you're right. But if I took that attitude, I would not be working in the industry right now. And quite honestly, it's probably because I probably lack the superstar talent to be one of those Tarantino types that goes, you know, if you want me, you got to do X, Y, and Z. There's a vast majority of us that are working stiff writers who know that we serve at the pleasure of the king. And if we don't deliver, and I don't mean just deliver quality, which I think we all feel that we're capable of, but deliver it on time for what the client is willing to spend, then we're dead in the water.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Selling Your Screenplay podcast. If you'd like to hear the full interview, just go to sellingyourscreenplay.com/podcasts. Or to go directly to the episode, just use the link in the show notes. Thanks for watching.